All right, Mom.
All right.
We are having a lot of family meetings here.
Well, there's a lot of shit going on in the world.
Why do you keep singing?
You didn't. You didn't even just comment on my lovely riff.
It was fine, but you're always doing that. Like, it's not like, ooh, riffs out of nowhere.
Oh, not. It was fine. That's not what you want to hear when you fucking sing, bitch.
Well, then do better, bitch.
Yeah, let's hear you fucking riff.
I'm not out here begging for compliments either.
Okay, well, do it. Let's just hear it.
I don't feel like riffing. I'm not out here being like, pay attention to my riffs. Okay, so we want to talk about the Breakfast Club interview with Flame Munroe.
Yes, girl. I cannot.
But we also want to answer our Reddit question. Which one do we want to do first?
I think we should do questions at the end. We should get to the meat and then we'll talk about the questions at the end.
All right. This interview was crazy.
Girl, well, I heard about it because I was scrolling through my Instagrizzle and I stumbled upon T.S. Madison's Instagram, and she had Flame as her guest on her Queen Supreme Court thingy.
Yeah.
And then it had like a lot of views and stuff. I was like, oh, what is this about? And it was T.S. Madison basically telling her, like, girl, what you did on there, like, I understand you talking for yourself, but like basically saying like how dangerous what she said was for the community.
Was she like, bitch, you don't speak for me? Or was she
Basically,
like,
yeah.
was Maddie like agreeing with her?
No, Maddie was saying you don't speak for me. She was like, I don't know how you. She's like, it's clear like how you let other people talk about you and call you, but she was like, I don't want nobody calling me no man, no nigga. She was like, that's not who I am. She's like, my pronouns are he, she, her. And Flame was like trying to like be like, no, but all up under that, you still a man though. And Maddie was like, no, the hell I'm not.
Wait, so wait, Maddie uses, did you say he, she, her?
I'm sorry. She, her.
Yeah, feminine pronouns.
Yeah, feminine pronouns. Yeah, sorry.
She, her, hers.
Yeah, she, her, hers. Sorry, yeah.
Canceled? You canceled? No.
Oh, God.
Monet's canceled.
And Maddie was like,
you just got uncanceled. Please don't go back. Please let our podcast have a life. Get your show canceled first before you get our podcast canceled.
Bob, you've been canceled many a time before, and here you are.
Bitch, not as frequently as you, though. Frequent cancel miles.
Just because you give yourself...
You were diamond canceled, bitch.
You be giving yourself a little vacation between your cancellations.
No, okay, so I just listened to the whole interview again.
Me too.
I realized online I saw like a little chunk of it. This is insane. Okay, first of all, Flame identifies as a black man, a trans woman, a father, and a drag queen.
Yes.
Which, by the way, is her prerogative. Right. I don't see anything wrong with identifying, because a lot of people who identify as non-binary, honestly, this sounds like someone who is non-binary,
right?
But is not used to that language, that verbiage.
Yeah. Well, first of all, before we even talk about that, can we talk about this human hair short moment she had?
Oh, did you like her hair?
Yeah, it was. First of all, it was moving. You can tell she was human. It was like every time, bitch. If she had like a big thought, her hair started moving. I was like,
I mean, to be honest, I started looking at it and then I just started like taking notes, but like listening to it like a podcast. So to be fair, I was not watching it the whole time. I was just listening to it and taking notes about it.
I thought it was
but from what I remember seeing, her hair was cute. I think Flame. Okay, let me tell you how I found out about Flame.
I was going to say we should talk about how we know Flame Munroe.
Okay, so I know about Flame because I used to watch those Miss Continental competitions, and
She did Miss Continental?
Yeah, Flame used to do Miss Continental, and there was this video of her. She was wearing this coat, and she opened up the coat, and I remember the inside of her coat matched her gown. And I just thought it was so cool. And she had this really she was smiling like really big. And in that moment, I was like, oh my God. And then the name comes up and I said, Flame Munroe. And I said, I just like her personality. Let me look her up. So then I started looking her up. Then I found out she did stand up. And I found some clips of her doing stand up like somewhere in Harlem a long time ago. Word. And then I just started following like her career from there. I followed her on Instagram. This is before I was on Drag Race. Followed her on Instagram. I like wrote her. I was like, "You're really funny," and she is. She's very funny.
She's very, very funny. I think she is very funny too.
And then
sorry.
then there was that sizzle reel.
Right, that's where I know her from.
Yeah, about her reality show that never got picked up.
Yeah, which I honestly, I think it was just too before its time. I don't think society I don't think the world was ready for that kind of content. But that's where I know her from. I remember it was back in the Disney. I want to say maybe 2000. I saw it maybe like 2013, 14ish, something like that. I remember it came up, and I was like, and it was like a sizzle reel they did about her life, like how she was a cisgender man who became trans. Then she had kids, and she went back to identify.
She went back to being a man.
Yeah, literally. She went back to being a man, and then she transitioned again, and it was just like her navigating all of that, plus having kids, plus living in suburbia, plus still doing drag at night, plus walking around with like huge titties.
Yeah,
and like
I was really into this. I was really into this like trailer they made for this show, but the only thing that I did not like about it was it got really Christian. She was like, "I'm a father. I'm a father. I'm a drag queen, but I'm a Christian." And I was like, "I'm out.
Bob, you cannot be so upset about people having religion. Like you just have.
I'm not upset. I'm not upset. I just didn't want to watch it. I was like, this is my stop. Thank you. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything wrong with me not wanting to watch that.
But so you would not watch something that you're so interested in, something that speaks to like the community that you're part of because of this one little facet. Every show that
I lost interest. I didn't want to be preached to on this show. I didn't want to have at the very end a message of come to my church. I lost. I don't know. I never saw the show. I know at the end of this trailer, I felt like it was a church message, and I lost interest because I'm not interested in that.
So every show you watch, you like 100% of the show?
No, but if there's something that I adamantly don't like, that's something I don't like. Like if I watch a show and at the end they're like, by the way, faggots are all scum, I'm not going to be interested in that show. Which is what Christianity is to me. Anyway.
Wait, that is a different podcast.
So I'm looking. Girl, these notes I have are insane.
I know.
I wrote down some of the inflammatory things that she said.
Well, what can we go in order? Because I did mine because I am an organized person, and I put
mine are in order too. While you talking,
they really?
Yes. Yeah. No, you think I listened to it and skipping around?
Well, I thought first of all, off the bat, I thought it was really endearing. Like something about seeing these two, because we know, first of all, if anyone doesn't know, The Breakfast Club is a radio show with DJ Envy.
It's a black radio show.
A black radio show, which has been going from, it started out at Power 105. I don't think it's still at Power 105, is it? Probably not.
I don't know. I just know it from the internet.
Oh, I know it from back in the when I used to be being picked up from school and stuff. Sometimes it would be like my mom would listen to it on the radio, and it started out by Power 105 with DJ Envy, Angela Yee, and the very, 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 very problematic Charlamagne the God.
He's like the black Howard Stern.
Yeah, he's known for saying inflammatory comments. He's known for being for saying very transphobic things, but he uses the guise of I'm just speaking my mind and speaking truth. But his stuff always sounds very problematic. But I will say at the beginning, her giving them the fans and watching them crack the fans, something about seeing these very hetero, very butchy
straight guys.
Yeah, straight dudes cracking drag fans. I was like, this is America.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there was nothing wrong with that. I actually even was intrigued by her pronouns that she chose.
Yes.
He, she, we, which is honestly that for me that just screams non-binary, non-gender conforming. I mean, I can't say that she's non-gender conforming because that's her business. But the woman is non-gender conforming. She says she's a black man, a trans woman, a father, a drag queen, and she uses she pronouns. That is non-gender conforming as they come.
And she also identifies as a lesbian.
Did she say she was a lesbian?
Yeah,
I know she said she likes lesbians.
No, she said I identify as a lesbian. I wrote that down.
She also kept referring to trans men as lesbians, which I thought was very problematic.
What? No, she didn't.
She kept saying that she likes women who present as men. It's like how she keeps calling herself a man. I feel like she did not explicitly say that, but what it sounded like was based off the way she describes herself as a man. It sounds like she was implying that trans men are just lesbians
No, I think she's. I think what she's saying is like AG
or butch women.
Yeah, like very AG lesbians. I think
What's AG?
AG is aggressive. Like,
Oh,
like,
is that?
yeah. Yeah,
is
girl.
that like
New York City. When I used to go up in Escolitas when I was fucking 12, 13 years old, singing to the club, like the AGs and the femme lesbians. Like AGs are like, like Charlamagne was saying, Cleo from Set It Off. Like that's like an AG lesbian.
Okay, got it. Well, maybe I must have heard that wrong.
Yeah.
But she said my pronouns are he, she, we. He cash the check, she get the money, and we spend it.
I cannot.
Which was honestly kind of funny. But also she was flip flopping. At one point says she only sleeps with women, and then the next point she's talking about how she does sleep with guys.
No. She said that she did. She's just saying that she's had a lot of experiences. Like back in the day, well,
Charlamagne pointed out too. Charlamagne was like, you said you only sleep with women. I mean, you only sleep with vaginas. And then she was like, but she never said like now. And they were like, do you sleep with women? And she was like, exclusively.
Yeah.
But maybe she means exclusively now. I don't know. That's also her fucking business. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What else did you wrote down? I mean, I
was intrigued by her keep on using the word tranny, which I think is a very okay. So I watched obviously Tales of the City because I had a really good friend in it. Her name is Trace Lissette. And
work. Was Trace Lissette in Tales of the City?
She's not.
I
watched Tales of the City, and in Tales of the City, there's a very good episode where you see that younger queer dude and the older gay guy.
Can I tell you that older gay guy was in Angels in America with me, and you met him?
Did I?
Yes, his name is Steven Spinella. He was in Angels in America with me, and you met him in the dressing room at Berkeley.
I don't think that's right, but I'll believe
I'm telling you, Monét, you met the entire cast, and I'm telling you, I was in Angels in America, and I was also in Tales of the City. So I think I know better than you.
Well, I thought that was a very interesting conversation because recently, not recently, a couple years ago, like the word tranny came. Trans people like we don't want people to use that word, so as queer folks stop using it. But in that episode, it was so interesting to see the young queer perspective, a dude's perspective of why the word is problematic, and the older gay guy saying why it's not. So I think it was a really interesting perspective. But to see her use it but to be fair, a lot of my trans friends use the word. But again,
me too. Yeah,
it's theirs to use. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I didn't have any problem with her saying tranny. It is her, in my opinion, it's her right. I mean, it's everyone's right to say it, but it's for me a lot less problematic when she says it because she identifies as a trans woman, and I have a lot of trans friends who use that word all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I use the word faggot all the time. I use the N-word all the time. So honestly, that was not. I also did write down.
I wish you would stop saying the N-word. It's very
nigga, shut the fuck up, okay? I was also intrigued by the fact that she has full custody of all three of her children.
I know. Like, what do you think that is about?
I think that she's probably a really good parent. I think that she cares about her kids, and maybe she has some problematic ass baby mamas.
Well,
who can't take care of their kids.
Two of them are 16, and they were born 7 months apart. So Flame was dicking down two separate people at the same, basically the same time, and they both got pregnant.
Two different AG lesbians apparently,
and they both had kids. So it's such an interest. I would watch it. I want her show to have a thing. I'm so intrigued by her.
She might get the show now because she's getting a lot of press after. Did you watch her? They Ready?
Yeah, I watched her special. I thought it was funny. I think her other clips on YouTube are funnier, but I thought it was a funny special. What did you think?
I was also intrigued by the fact that she essentially assimilates to make the lives of her children easier.
Which I think, honestly, not all parents do that, but I think it's like a parental thing to want your kids to have an easier experience, and you don't want your experience to affect your kids.
Yeah, I mean, she presents as male when she goes to the kids'
The kids'
schools.
school
She
and blah, blah, blah,
she
blah.
presents male around the house, except she doesn't cover her breasts. But at school, she wears big baggy shirts and hunches forward to hide her breasts, which are humongous.
They're huge.
Almost just weird. I just get so cringed out when someone asks a trans person about their genitals. It's just, I get that you're curious, but it just seems like such an inappropriate question to ask someone. Now, someone like Flame, who's obviously not bothered by it, maybe they just
Right.
read the temperature of the room and were like, well, she doesn't seem to mind it. But it was interesting because like they kept all referring to her as a man, but they kept all using she, her, hers pronouns the whole time, which in my opinion goes to show that gender is a social construct. They were looking at a woman with hair and breasts, so they kept saying she, her.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I think-
because
yeah.
there is a social construct around gender.
Right. Well, I also think that well, no, they kept on using female pronouns, but they just kept on calling her a nigga. Which for white
I
people
think they
who are
called her a
confused,
nigga because she gave them carte blanche to do that
oh no,
several
absolutely.
times.
But I'm saying for all the white people who may not know this, in the black community, yes, they call black men and black women and whatever niggas, but as a colloquialism, we calling someone a nigga is very masculine. Would you?
Yeah, you're calling them a man.
Yeah. For white people who don't know. Yeah. And also because she started the conversation. She goes, because whatever blah blah you see, her quote was, I'm still a real nigga up under this wig. So that's when they adopted that language, because she gave them the right to do so.
Can I tell you when she really lost me?
What? Oh, God, I think I know what you're gonna say.
Ain't no women with
penises. I was like,
all right, I have to check out the conversation.
I was like,
that is when I was
girl.
like, okay, you don't get. You can say all day long that you're not a woman,
right?
But you can't. It's like T.S. Madison said, but you can't say that about other people,
right? Right. Yeah. This is a part of the interview that really pisses me off, because I'm like, you're giving, like, it's lots of black folk that listen to this and urban folk that listen to this. You're giving them even all these motherfuckers that be commenting up in the shade room. You're giving them, you're telling them that they can you are telling them that trans women who have male genitalia are not women.
And then I started reading the comments, and it was just all like, finally,
you see?
A trans person who speaks the truth. Finally, someone who's from the LGBT community who's not crazy. I was like, girl,
oh my God.
No. But I just found that was probably the most upsetting part of the whole entire interview.
Agreed.
And this is honestly why I lean more toward, if you want an extreme trans woman who is like so black, but also not PC, but also like on the right side of everything, for me is T.S. Madison. Because she is, in my opinion, she has the energy of Flame Munroe. She's not a comedian, so she's not as funny like off the cusp, but she has the energy of Flame Munroe, but she just seems to be more in tune with what makes sense to me.
I'm having her as a guest on my show this week.
Work. Tell us hey.
I will. And she's also saying that's why she won't get like gender reassignment surgery, because she was like, because she was like, she said I will never be a woman because it's not going to bleed. And I'm like,
yeah, having a period doesn't make you a woman. There are cisgender women who don't have periods.
Exactly. Even. Yeah, girl, she's wild.
But that's some old ass black people shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Of course.
That's some old ass black folks. You ain't bleeding, you ain't a woman. It's like, all right, Rufus, shut the fuck up. And I don't like what she said. If you force feed anything on anyone, you make them hate it. Okay, it's not my job to ease you into liking me.
Yeah, I agree with that. When she was saying that, I will say a little bit of that kind of spoke to me was that I was like, you know what? I was like, in the same token, I was like, it's not the burden of trans people and queer people to make straight people accept us. They should have the fucking knowledge, and they should seek the knowledge of that, not validates us, but that not normalizing either, but like, it's not our job to teach straight people that we are not these crazy people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
I'm with
why
you.
that kind of spoke to me.
But in her defense, I will say this: when it said if you force feed anything on when you make them hate it, there was a long time where I really resented and hated straight culture, straight people, white culture, white people, because it has been forced on me. I mean, do you see my visceral reaction to Christianity?
Yeah.
It's because it was forced on me. But because it is the more popular culture, I feel like only with counterculture is it like, don't force it. We don't want to force it on anyone. But meanwhile, I've been subjected to and forced to assimilate to Christian culture my whole life and straight culture my whole life.
But
you know what I mean?
Right. So, but that doesn't make it right for you to do it to them.
No, I agree. I'm just, all I'm saying is I found a way to manage those feelings. And now I coexist with I see white people and straight people every day, and I get along with them really well.
I don't. I can't tell you the last time I saw a straight person.
Well, I mean, I'm filming right now, so I keep seeing a lot of fucking straighties.
Another part where she got me when I was like, I agree with you, was when she was talking about the Dave Chappelle moment.
What about it? Oh, when she said that that transgender people aren't even in the car, and they only get pulled out when they need them. I think she's right. I think that the queer movement leaves trans people behind all the time.
All the time, bitch.
And I think she was right about that. Listen, even though I think she was wild off her keister and like talking like an old ass man, I feel like.
Well, by her definition, she is an old ass man. She's an old ass man.
I'm just using her words to describe herself.
Right.
I'm not misgendering her. She says she's a man.
Yeah, she says she's a man.
And she gets to be a man. There is nothing that defines what you are a man. You can have breasts and be a man. You can be born cisgender male and then have breasts and still call yourself a man. That's whatever. Fuck, I forgot what I was saying all of a sudden now.
You were saying that the queer movement leaves trans people behind.
Oh yeah, the queer movement leaves.
Oh my god, what would you do without me?
The only child.
Oh my god. Oh, we gonna talk about that after this. Go ahead.
Yeah, we will. Oh, I think that also I'm thinking about what do you think about her saying the nation is becoming overly sensitive?
I agree and disagree. I think that, I was like, yes, we are. Because, a lot of comedians feel this. A lot of comedians feel like they can't do and say the same things that they did, which they can't because the culture has changed, society has changed. But I hate feeling like if I go to someone's like, for example, I was supposed to go to Bunny's one woman show tonight, picking a wig. But filming went too late, so I missed it. But like, I couldn't imagine. Thank God Bunny doesn't censor herself, because Bunny's like, listen, I'm saying my motherfucking jokes, bitch. But like, I couldn't imagine going to someone like Bunny and not hearing like not her true self, but like her original material that's so goddamn funny. You know what I mean? Because they're watering it down.
I think that people are getting offended, and that's okay. Honestly, I was listening to Trinity Taylor's podcast today, and they were saying some stuff on there that was problematic. I thought too.
Really?
If you tell a joke and you know it, so Trinity Taylor, let's say Trinity Taylor did, she did "Where Are You Christmas" as a blind person, and folks were like, "That's ableist," and they were mad at her. Yeah. Here's the thing. When she came up with that number, she knew it was offensive. 100%. She did it because she wanted a visceral reaction of doing something that she knew was taboo and that she shouldn't be doing. That is why she did that. You see what I mean? So when someone has the reaction that you know they're going to have, bitch, why you shook? Why you shocked? Instead, just go, well, you know what? That was what I expected. And that was what I was looking for.
Why are you hating on my All-Stars 4 sister?
That's your sister.
You such a hating ass hoe.
That's your best buddy. Her and Megan McCain hanging at your house.
Oh my god. By the way, do you see the fans' comments about the whole Megan McCain thing?
What are they saying now?
They're like, Monét, love the podcast. You guys talk about some really good stuff, blah, 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 blah. But why can't you just say that you were wrong? I was like, I can't.
Well, then just say it right now. I'm giving you the chance. Say you were wrong.
Bob, do you think I was wrong?
I'm asking you to say it.
No, I'm asking, do you think I was wrong for going on The View?
For making her an honorary Rue Girl.
I did not do that.
You nodded. You smiled.
Oh, so really quick, I want to talk about something really quick because I'm really curious about your take on this.
I have more notes on Flame, but not many more though.
Okay, let's finish Flame.
Okay, I was also intrigued by her talking about her getting out of prison because they didn't have any facilities for her.
I know, but that's something that I wouldn't think about.
And the last thing I wrote was this quote. This is a quote from Charlemagne. Your hands are like nigga hands, but them titties is like sitting right. I was like, they are really trying to dog this bitch on this show.
I mean, but Bob, she said she gave them the tools to come at her. You know what I mean? Like, you think if Janet Mock or Laverne Cox or Peppermint were on that show, India Moore, MJ, do you think that they would ever say anything like that to them? Absolutely.
No, they would not look at Pep and be like, you got nigga hands?
Girl, first of all, Peppermint would fucking destroy these motherfuckers on this show, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
she gave them she armed them with the tools to like degrade her,
attack her. Yeah, I agree. Her. It was wild. It was madness. All right, what were you about to say?
Oh wait, really quick. Speaking about this whole experience, when I was in, did you see my stories about Norfolk?
I don't follow you on Instagram. Oh my god. I'm kidding. What was the story? I didn't see it though. What was it?
I was in Norfolk, Virginia with Patty, and we had finished the event for the.
Oh no, I did see it. I commented on it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I commented because those guys said, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah, I was like, you're like those, and so it's me and Patty. If for those who don't know, Patty used to assist Peppermint, and as soon as it happened, like in my mind when it happened and registered, I was like, oh my god, these are such assholes. But again, growing up in New York City and being I've always been very gay all my life. I always walk with a switch. I was always a very flaming faggy kind of looking person. So like I'm so used to hearing snide comments about my femininity and my like literally my entire life. So they said it went in one ear not the other. But Patty was like, you know little Patty. Patty is like the little angry emoji thing from Inside Out. Patty just you just give Patty an inkling of reasons to be angry. He gets flaming. So he was like, oh my god, all I can think of, what if it was me and Peppermint and like they like deliberately try to like misgender Peppermint? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's shady.
It's so gross and it's so shady. But I posted this. I sent it to some friends because I was so irritated by it. So I posted that whole thing, and some fool comes up in my DMs and says, "Please don't teach the victims." No, there's something. It's not that one. But anyway, somebody was basically in my DMs like, Monét, oh wow, they called you bro. Like, what are you offended by? You still identify as male. Like, I'm so sick of people. Basically, I'm so sick of people trying to find problems that don't exist. I'm like, you.
No, they were trying to dog you.
Oh yeah, they were absolutely trying to dog me, and they knew what they were doing. And again, I said it wasn't about me. It's about thinking about all trans people who probably go through this all the time, where they're just trying to live their most authentic lives as a trans man, trans woman, whatever it is, and people deliberately misgendering them to upset them. You know what I mean? And especially even in the Black community.
Outside of any of that, they were trying to dog you intentionally. Yeah. Uh-huh. That was their plan, was to dog you. It wasn't just to be like, oh, hey, bro, what's up? It was like, oh, this person is presenting femininely, and I would like to bro them. Mm-hmm. So therefore, I will take this opportunity to call them bro. And they went in and said, hey, bro, what's up? And that's probably what it was.
And somebody was like, oh, you just had to say that they were black, huh? I'm like, it is what it was. They were 3 black dudes. Like, I'm not making it up. And like being so, I know how black men view femininity as being a black man and growing up with a lot of black uncles and dads and shit like that. So it's what I fucking identify with.
Girl, WWMC. Wait.
Oh my god. What would Flame Munroe do?
No, WWMC do.
Oh my god,
would Megan
Bob,
McCain do?
What are you trying to
I was trying to say what would Megan McCain do, but I couldn't figure it out. All right.
Yeah. I was saying that. Speaking of Megan McCain, We
cannot keep talking about Megan. She's a permanent guest at this point.
No, it's not about Megan McCain. I'm sorry. I don't know why I just said that. But like, what to you is there a point that activism or allyship is canceled?
What do you mean?
Like, if you have been an ally all your life and you've done things for black folk, for black people, and you getting awards for your allyship for black people, and you got an NAACP award.
When you do something anti-black,
like doing or not, or you're associated with something that could possibly harm black people, are you no longer a black ally?
I don't.
I really
agree
don't know
with
the
that.
answer.
I don't think. I don't think you are. I don't think that anyone can be a perfect ally. I don't think that we should have people aspire to sainthood where they don't do wrong things. I think that if you do something problematic, then that thing is that thing. But it does not negate anything that you've done that's necessarily good. I don't think so.
Well, that I promise the last thing I'll talk about it because this is plaguing my existence.
This is your best fucking friend. We cannot
Bob,
even have a
stop saying that
discussion.
because when you say that, that's all they hear. They're like, yeah,
They know
Bob
because
said
they
that's
know
all
the truth. Honorary Rue girl.
Like how she got a GLAAD award for her allyship. She got a Harvey Milk Foundation award for being an ally, and Harvey Milk is not just handing out awards like fucking Tic Tacs. You know what I mean? Like you have to work to get that award.
I got like 4 of them.
She was part of the No Hate campaign against Prop 8. She was for gay adoption and gay marriage way before fucking Obama was. You know what I mean? So
Let me talk about. Okay, this is my last thing about the Meghan McCain thing.
Okay.
From what the fans seem to be saying, it sounds like they're saying Meghan McCain's husband is homophobic and transphobic. So therefore, Meghan McCain must be those things too.
Right.
Because her husband is those things. Now, I have not been following the Meghan McCain thing very closely, but most of the stuff I've been seeing is like, but her husband, her husband, her husband. Mm-hmm. I do not think you are the sum of your husband or your partner or your spouse.
That's so misogynistic, is it not? Am I crazy?
It is misogynistic. I agree with you. It is. The people did it to Hillary with Bill Clinton, and now they're doing it to Meghan McCain with whatever the fuck his name is, whoever he is. I don't even know
his name. He's a fucking dickhole. Yes, I agree. He's a fucking shitbag.
However, I think people also respond to the fact that she is Republican and she votes against the interest of queer people. You can't expect everyone to be perfect at everything. For example, you have people like Flame Munroe, who everything she said wasn't crazy. I didn't think. I said it before. I said it again. Even a broken clock is right 2 times a day. You can't expect someone to be wrong about everything. True. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I just think that on The View, Meghan McCain is viewed through the lens of being conservative, and that is how people see her. Yeah. So therefore, before they see anything else, they see her as anti-queer.
True. All right, done.
All right, we should do questions.
Done. Questions. How many? Do we have a lot of questions? I'm very intrigued.
We have a lot. We have 44. We're going to have to sift through them.
Well, you didn't share them with me, so how am I supposed to know?
It's on the Patreon, which you have full access to. You have the password and everything.
Well, first of all, don't act. Rob just gave me the password and stuff because he's shady, so don't act.
I did, Monét. You and I got it at the same time. When we did the switch over, we all got the Patreon password. So, dear fans,
you're right,
just like she lied about Meghan McCain, she lying about this.
I filmed a sizzle reel for this thing for a network, which I can't talk about yet, with 2 other drag queens, and one of them we were talking about who has ever eaten dog food, and one of the girls willingly ate dog food just to see what it tastes like. Would you ever do that?
I've eaten dog food before, and I ate
what the fuck?
And I ate a horse treat recently too.
Oh my god, you're ridiculous! I can't.
It's edible. It's food.
Bob, it's animal food.
But animals mostly eat the same thing we eat. Mostly. I didn't die from it. Or you'll eat ass, but you won't eat a fucking dog treat. Okay, nice. You're going to put an ass in your mouth and swallow a couple of babies, but you won't eat a little dog biscuit. All right, work.
Can you stop putting my fucking business in the streets, nigga?
Everybody know you eat ass. We don't smell your breath. Are you ready to go over these questions? Are you tapped into the Pentagon?
I'm almost there, but give me a second. What are you rushing me for?
Because, Monét, I don't want to make my job harder edit. You should edit this episode. I edited the last one. You do this one. Deal?
Well, I also... Okay, don't act, because I fully agreed to do it, and you were like, no, I want to do it. So I was like, okay.
I didn't trust you. Oh, my God. All right, let's go down the line.
Okay, we can't read all of them.
Oh. There's one thing I need to send you. This one guy wants us to rate his dick pic and use his Instagram... Like, use his handle.
Oh, he sent it to you through Patreon?
He sent it to me. No, he sent it to me through Instagram. And I said, do you want me to use your handle? And he said, yes, please.
Oh, have you seen the dick?
Yeah, I've seen it. I am sending it to you. There are Please let this be you. You ever sent something dirty and thought, what if I sent this to the wrong person?
Oh my God, this is not a good dick.
Monét, oh my God. Well, we got to talk about it as a group first.
In the group?
No, as a group. Like, wait till I have 3 pictures. I have 2 pictures and a video to send you.
Is this someone sucking his dick, or is this him? Yeah.
It looks like someone blowing him. And the last one is a video. All right. So his Instagram handle is he told me to use his handle.
This seems so I'm like sweating. I feel very uncomfortable with this conversation.
I said, "Do you want me to include your Instagram handle?" He goes, "That would be lovely. Thanks, fam."
Oh my.
So Monét and I will rate your nudes. Just send us your nudes and let us use your handle. His name is Darius Mills 91 on Instagram. All right. So how do you feel about this penis, Monét? I feel like, okay, it is a large, the head is large.
It's definitely a mushroom head.
Like, I mean, and the shaft does not look skinny, but I think the head is just really big, right?
Yeah, the head is very big and it's very curved.
Yeah, and it's thick and it's curved, and he has a coming video. This is listen.
I cannot with this guy.
My boyfriend's mom listens to this podcast.
Does she really?
Yes, she does.
The penis is two-tone, which I'm guessing happened from if he got circumcised later on in life.
Or maybe just dicks be different colors sometimes.
No, but this happens a lot if you get circumcised later on.
All right, well, Darius, can you please confirm whether or not you've been circumcised later in life? All right, let's move on. Let's get to our other questions. Monét, he asked us to do it. Now she's modest.
I was not modest, but okay, whatever.
This is the same queen that tells a fisting story on stage. Work. Monét, can I just say, ever since you started hanging out with Megan McCain, you've been very conservative.
Can I just tell you, I told that fisting story in Australia, and there was an 11-year-old kid standing in the front row with his mom. And at the end of the story, when I get to the punchline, and everyone in the audience is like, "Oh my God!" He puts his right finger up, he wags, and he's like, "Yeah." So I'm like, "What the fuck do you know about fisting, girl?"
Well, you don't, Australia, girl, they're getting crazy down under. All right, Monét, we haven't answered any questions. If there was a do-over runway that you were participating in, what looks would you choose?
Oh, if I could do over, I would definitely do over Denim and Diamonds, and I would do over Denim and Diamonds.
What would you do different this time? Like, what was wrong with your look last time?
Oh, it was ill-fitting. You know who made it? Christopher Haynes. I'm gonna say her name.
Yep. Damn, you dragging him. Damn, say their names.
He made it, and he like stressed me out the entire. I told him, like, literally when I first got the assignment, we talked about it, and he waited till the night before to try to finish it. Then he didn't finish it. I had to like kind of finagle it in the workroom to make it look decent, but he really fucked me over. There's this really dope inspiration which I'll post on my Instagram story which I would kind of recreate, try to make it my own. But it's a really dope one I've seen before.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Hayne was the only person to make me anything for Drag Race. Most of my stuff I had myself, and Chris Hayne made my neon look,
and that was good. He turned that out.
Yeah, he did a really good job. If I could redo one look, I would probably want to redo my. I look great on the finale.
I mean the final episode. I knew you hated.
Oh, the final runway. I mean, I kind of did redo my final runway. If you see my tuxedo dress that I wore,
oh yeah,
to the premiere that is essentially a redo.
There's one look on
my final runway
that I really regret.
Yeah, I did not love the final run. I also didn't like my robot look. I've also redone them both. I redid the robot look when I launched my purse launch. If you go online and look at my purses, so I've already redone them both.
Work.
This is from Anthony Cotton. What's your favorite Beyonce song and why?
Oh, my favorite Beyonce song is oh my God, that's a hard question, Roberta. Let me just put in my iTunes real quick. Beyonce.
Can I tell you mine?
What's yours?
My favorite Beyonce song is either "Get Me Bodied" or "1+1." Like, if I'm trying to like shower and like feel my I used to shower and listen to really sad music at the end of gigs. It just made me feel so soothed. I would just be so soothed in my shower, washing off my drag, listening to the saddest music. And 1+1 was so great. And but if it's not the sad moment, I like Get Me Bodied.
Bob, you're so fucking weird.
Why?
Not sad music. Not going through a whole emotional experience in the show.
Oh, and I mean sad ass music, girl.
I really like All Night from Lemonade.
We be all night. Yeah, that's a great one.
No, that's not that song. That's Drunken Love. All Night is from Lemonade. It's a slow song.
Oh, well,
you don't even know Beyonce. Oh my
I'm not. I like Beyonce, but I'm not a huge. I'm not like a crazy fan.
So
Our podcast just got canceled. Our podcast just got canceled.
The Beehive is about to fuck us up, girl. This is a good one from Eric. What are your thoughts on the Tyra Sanchez apology?
Eric who? We got four. Just one name.
Yeah, just Eric. What are your thoughts on the Tyra Sanchez apology letter?
Okay, I think that people can change over time. I think that Tyra was very young on Drag Race. I think Tyra was bullied for a very long time. Since season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race, that was probably very hard to deal with. She took a step away from drag and a step away from the RuPaul's Drag Race machine, and she probably learned a lot about herself and was like, I don't like the way I came off. And her apology is probably genuine, and I think if it is, good for her.
Okay, yeah, I think so too. I think that also Tyra was also super young when she won, and it was just different to deal with back there, I guess. And I think again, I agree. I think that people can change. I think that we should give her another shot because remember when people were like calling, they were like, Ru needs to take her crown away, and we need to give it to Raven.
Yeah, that's stupid. I mean, Tyra's done some crazy stuff. She released that whole.
Did.
Do you remember that whole spoken word album she did on? It's on. If you don't know this, Tyra Sanchez has an entire spoken word album available on Spotify. You not heard this?
No.
I think you're in it. Like she dogs everybody. She like just making fun of all the Drag Race girls, making fun of Morgan, making fun of Naomi Smalls.
Are you?
She was like, She's like, Raven lost twice. 3 times if you include when she got beat by Bob the Drag Queen through Naomi Smalls. I was like, this is insane. So Tyra has done a lot of inflammatory stuff, but in her defense, she has been dogged by the fans for what I think almost 10 years at this point. I'd be mad too.
Okay, not mad enough to release a fucking say that you're gonna bomb DragCon. That's excessive.
That more than likely I would not be that mad, but I've also never been in her situation. I have a good question.
What's one?
This is from Michael. What's a habit the other one has that you just find ridiculous?
What's that habit
that the other one has that you just find ridiculous?
Oh, I have many, but I'll choose one. When the way that Bob fucking chews gum is the most annoying thing I've ever experienced in my life.
You have never told me this.
Bob, everyone tells you that you chew gum ridiculously. Bob will take a piece of gum and Bob will smack. You will chew it and smack it with your mouth open until every ounce of flavor is gone, and then when you spit it out, then get another piece and start all over again.
Yeah, I like gum.
But
I will not be ashamed.
But you don't have to chew it like. You do that. You chew gum loud.
I feel like I chew gum like a normal person.
No, you did not, Bob. All your friends tell you this. What are you talking about? You chew like a regular person.
Okay, can I say the thing that Monét does? Monét will not say she's wrong, and that drives me insane. One time, Monét accused me of losing her shoes, giving them away to someone else, selling them on eBay, dragging them through the mud. And then Monét found the shoes in her home and never told me. I saw her walking past me with the shoes like I wouldn't fucking recognize. Which, by the way, they're my shoes. You gave them to me. Give me back my fucking shoes. And then, instead of being like, Monét, can you just say you were wrong? And Monét was like, That shit drives me insane.
Also, Bob had the memory of a fucking elephant. This bitch does not forget. Well, I feel like you have selective memory. You be choosing shit to forget, but for the most part, you don't ever forget anything. But sometimes you be acting brand new, like you don't remember.
Well, I'm not forgetting this incident. I'll tell you that, honey.
If you could,
here's a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Coco Galkins, Bob, why don't you answer your mother's calls? I love that she got Instagram for the first time in ages just to shame her children. I talk to my mom more than almost anyone I know. Okay, let me just say that. The only person I know in my friend group that talks to their mom more than me is Nick Smith, who calls his mom every day on the way to work and every day on the way from work.
That is
I
crazy.
I talk to my mom almost 5 times a week. Jacob is sitting here. He can confirm this. I talk to her all the time. One day, my mom called me and I didn't answer right away. And then she came on Instagram and made a video being like, my sons don't never answer my calls. But by the time she posted it, I had already called her back. It probably just took her 45 minutes to figure out how to post the video on Instagram.
I have this one from Gabrielle Lofthouse. So people ask this question all the time, actually. Hey, I know y'all are siblings now, but was there any point when you two thought of each other, were cute, got close to hooking up? I think Bob is very handsome, but we've never had a hooking up. We're not those friends. We've always been friends, and then I let him be my best friend.
Yeah, we never had sexual attention, but I also have a lot of it's really interesting because there was a point in my life where I thought, if you were cute, I want to have sex with you. But I have lots of friends who are conventionally attractive, but I just, everyone gags over Mateo. And Mateo is really pretty.
Oh, Mateo is very hot. His body, everything. He's also a white man. Of course they're going to gag over him, girl.
But I never, I don't know. It just never happened for me. And same with Alfredo. People go gag over Alfredo. People love you. You're very handsome. All of you are good looking, but it just never. Also, you guys don't look vegan and all that stuff that I'm into.
Oh God. You also. What was I gonna say? Damn, you just made me lose my thought about that last comment. Oh,
with how handsome I am.
I was going through Mateo. Mateo's always posting naked pictures. And I was like, Mateo's body is insane.
Oh, I've watched the transform. Bitch, type in Mateo Lane on YouTube and look at an old video of him from Caroline's.
Oh, he was skinny.
Like, Mateo probably has one out of all the people I know personally. I think he has literally the best body.
Oh, it's crazy. Well, when you first met me, I was pretty fierce.
We'll move on. Have you ever fancied the same guy? Love from Gabrielle Lofthouse from England.
No, we have very different tastes.
No, we've thought the same, that guys were cute before.
I mean, we thought. I think they mean more. People think people are cute all the time. I think they mean like more like actually like boom 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 cacao.
No, I mean I like short guys. Monét likes tall. I like tall guys too, but Monét likes I really like short guys, and Monét exclusively does not like them because she's hateful.
I just don't like short dudes. It's just, can I have that? Can I? What is your issue?
I have no desire to take that from you. That is your narrative. You are free to feel that way. Reagan wants to know if we're going to come to South Africa. South Africa.
Oh yeah, you know what? I was supposed to come in October, and then something happened, and then we moved it. Blah blah blah. I am definitely coming in 2020 though. Maybe Bob and I can come together.
Can I keep it real?
What?
I got invited to South Africa.
But yeah, we got invited by the same promoters. But Bob,
and I looked at the flight, and it is 19 hours, and I was like, I just don't want to fly coach on 19 hours. I just don't want to. So if you guys give me a first class flight, I'll go. That's how I felt when I go to Australia. I was like, if you give me a first class flight, I'll go.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They were like, we can't. And then I looked at a first class flight to Australia is like, I think $2,300 to $5,000. Do you know how much a first class flight to South Africa is?
Well, how much?
It is $19,000.
No, it's not.
Absolutely.
19,000, like 19000.
Don't forget the comma. Yes, girl. So they were like, whoa. No, we can't do it. I didn't realize that a flight was that much money. And then the deal fell to shit. But I was just like, it's just when you get all the way to the other side and then you have to do a show and then you have to be perky and then you have to look in people's faces and you're so tired. You are so tired because I'm still on New York City time. So when I land in Australia to do a show where we are 12 hours ahead, when the show is 9 at night, it's 9 in the morning for me. You know what I mean?
I don't feel that way. I don't ever really get jet lag. The only time I've gotten jet lag in all of my drag race traveling was at the very beginning when I started traveling a lot, and then for some reason, it was like literally the first two trips. The first like long two trips, I was like, "Whoa, this is weird." like my first trip to London, blah blah blah, and then after that was fine. And then recently, this past time, when I went to Australia, I got jet lag for some reason. I was like, I have not gotten jet lag in so long. Because also, I've been to Australia literally 4 times in the past year, and I never got jet lag. I said this last time.
You are Australian.
I know. I'm literally gonna be there in 2 months again.
You're going back? Why?
I'm doing the last leg of the Asia Australia Work the World.
You might as well become a kangaroo. Michael De La Cruz wants to know how does one start doing drag? Like, do you just show up at a gay bar and ask for a spot? Honestly, yes. like
yeah.
Every town has a competition. You find the competition and you do it.
Yeah. That's how. I did competitions first, and then
get to know other queens and make friends with them. That's how I started doing drag.
And then when they're like out of town, then when you're good enough and like the bars see you a lot, they'll give you a chance to maybe host a night or co-host, and then co-hosting becomes your solos. Well, honestly, that's more of a New York thing, to be honest. Like to like start doing your own shit. That's more of a New York thing. That doesn't happen in lots of other cities where you have girls hosting.
But you could join a cast in other cities though.
Right, a cast of girls. Right. I honestly I love that New York doesn't do that shit. I fucking love it.
And we have a few cast shows, but like 2, and they're both at the same bar. No, there's shows and there's Queen.
Oh, right. Sure. All right, so okay, whatever.
Yeah, right again. Don't try to edit that out either.
What is your biggest pet peeve at a drag show? Mine is not tipping the performers, especially if it's a free show and there was no cover charge to get in. No excuse. That's Edward.
Okay, but sometimes you show up and you forgot to oh my god, I didn't bring any money. Oh shit.
I know. Well, go to an ATM, bitch.
Yeah,
you won Drag Race. You got to
go to ATM and then go to the bar. It's so much. Anyway, my biggest pet peeve is someone who's trying to tip, but they like keep jerking the dollar back.
I know, that's so irritating.
Like, bitch, give me my money. Sit the fuck down. I got shit to do. You're not part of my number. Or when someone gives you $10 one at a time, I'm like, you just spent $10 to buy a minute of my song? No.
When they do that, I will. When I see it, I will crunch and grab the whole thing, and take it and make a joke out of it.
Here's a question for me. Any plans for another comedy special? I love Suspiciously Large Women. Funny you should ask. I already filmed my second comedy special. I'm actually toying with names. Can I tell you the idea for my show?
Oh yeah.
I want to call it, because I talk about my mom a lot in this one. I want to call it To Martha, Thanks for Everything, Bob the Drag Queen.
Oh, that's like a Tu Wong Fu moment.
No, I was thinking like James and the Giant Peach. Yes, like Tu Wong Fu when
Wait, I'm confused. Wait, like James?
Yes, it's like Tu Wong Fu. That was the idea.
Did you do that in James and the Giant Peach? I don't remember that.
Oh my god, Monet. Oh my god.
Can I just tell you? And it really pains me to say.
Well, what do you think about the name?
Oh, I think that the name is To Martha. I think it's cute. I feel like you can be more creative. I don't think you need. I feel like you're such a creative person. I feel like there's a better one in there.
I just think that it's cute in this moment. Anyway, I'll figure it out.
I think it's cute, but I just feel like knowing there's some weird, quirky thing you're gonna come up. Oh my god, that's so funny. That calling it to Martha, that doesn't speak to me, or like the whole Tu Wong Fu thing doesn't speak to me. It pains me to say this, but I was at the taping of your special, and it was honestly really funny. I feel like it's funnier than the thing, Suspiciously Large Woman.
No, it is. It is funnier. I mean, honestly, it was great. It was much better than Suspiciously Large Woman. I was a little bit upset about Suspiciously Large Woman and how it turned out, only because when you be planning shit, stuff sneak up on you. Okay, let me just put it that way. And I was really proud of this. It snuck up on me too, but this was like, I felt like I was on fire. I was in my element.
Really
I was in the most famous comedy club in America. It felt really amazing.
Also, you did my favorite thing in a comedy special, which honestly to me, it really elevates a comedy special to me. It just really just sends it home for me. A callback.
What? Oh, a call. I mean, I love a good callback.
Oh, it was so, and I did not see that one coming at all.
Well, you all have to tune in to see it. Watch To Martha or whatever the hell I call it. Let's each do one more. What drag queen that you've met?
It's my turn. You cannot keep on going in a row. I get to ask questions too.
Oh my god! You guys see what I have to deal with?
Let me go. Oh, I see Darius Mills.
There you go.
I just see his question now.
Bitch, you ain't even ready. See?
Okay,
so
you
ready
go.
to go.
You go. I'll find one.
This is my last one. What's a dream project for both of you guys? Guys, oh my goodness. I think that for me, I think you meant like individually speaking, but I have a dream project that I want to do for me and Monét. I want to write a sibling rivalry movie. And I would like for the movie to be about me and Monét coming home, and there was a funeral. Our mother passed away, and we were fighting over the estate. And I want one of us to play the really classy and bougie, like a woman who has a great job and is married and has kids. And I want the other one to be a hood ass bitch with an ankle bracelet. You know what I mean? With an ankle monitor. But I just thought that'd be a really funny movie.
I think that would be cute too. You also want to do the joint album like Outkast moment.
I do, and I've been writing.
Me too, honey.
Yeah, I know you've been secretly going to the studio without telling me.
Oh my God, I don't have to tell you everything I do, Bob.
You got that right about that. But I bet Megan McCain know. All right, what's your last one?
Oh my God, I didn't realize that Bimpe, our girl, is Patreon.
Oh, is she? Word.
Yes, she had a question. Bimpe.
Also, last thing, happy birthday. It's RuPaul's birthday today. Not by the time y'all hear this, but
RuPaul's birthday today. Bob and I love Bimpe because she always brings lovely, very Black, very African gifts. She gave, when we did the Club Kids tour, the comedy one, she gave me. Oh no, she came to Call Me by Monét, and she gave me an African a clutch in African print, and I still use it. I use it every day. It's in my Gucci bag as my little bag.
I have one too. Did yours come with a fan as well?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
So
I love
gives
that.
Really good gifts. Okay, Bimpe and Danusi says, if you were on the show My Strange Addiction, what would your episode be about? On My Strange Addiction, I don't know what mine. I know what Bob's is. Bob has this weird addiction. He puts the strangest things in his fucking fanny pack, and it is so bizarre to me.
Okay, no. We need to talk about this real quick. First of all,
you're addicted to putting weird shit in your fanny pack.
Okay, it's not weird. Monét made fun of me because I had a fork in my fanny pack. I want to point out that on that tour, Monét needed my fork one time. David Charpentier, our manager, needed our fork one time, and I also needed it several times. So it's not weird. It is very useful. You use my fork,
Bob. In that same bag with the fork that you're giving people to fucking use, you have everything else under the sun. That is weird to just have a metal fork in your goddamn bag. That is weird.
The fork is in a piece of paper towel sometimes, and if it's not, you just wash it.
With fucking dust and fucking kibbles and bits all over it. Can y'all please?
Okay, first of all, there's no dust in my fanny pack. Do you even know how dust works? Dust is mostly
dust is everywhere, Bob.
No, it's not. Dust is mostly human skin. So dust is not in any place where, like, for example, if there's a room where no one's in it for years, there will be no dust because there's no skin. Dust is skin.
That's not true. That is not
Google.
True.
Use Google.
That is, Bob. You never been in like an old haunted house where there's dust on everything? Ain't nobody in there.
No, because that's from the people who were there. I'm telling you, Monét, dust is from. It's not just from human skin. It's also from like pets, animals.
That doesn't make any sense. Your logic doesn't make any sense because dust is.
It's not my logic. It's science.
No. Anyway, okay. Well, dust, lint, whatever is. But you have fucking glue sticks in there. You have your fucking phone charger. You have fucking toothpicks. You have floss. You have like a Yeah. Okay, Bob has. You have a metal fork wrapped in tissue with lint and fucking dust and shit. You have a fucking phone charger in it. You have your toothbrush. You have your wallet. You have your phone charger. It is the weirdest assortment of random shit in a fucking fanny pack.
It's not in my fanny pack. Let me see what's in my fanny pack right now. Which I also am carrying a purse right now. So I'm between my purse and my fanny pack. I only have the fanny pack. I have lip balm. I have a portable charger. I have a toothbrush. I have toothpaste. I have Canadian money, my passport, and my keys.
Money! Bob, you have money circulating in your fucking bag with all of this stuff. That's weird, Bob. Do you know how dirty money is?
Oh, my God. Monét, well, let me tell you right now. I have had no problems, okay?
Yeah, because you got all your the fucking with your toothbrush and all your fucking currency.
With your degrees, you think you everything? Since you got your degrees. what's your strange addiction then? Since I'm the weird one.
I don't know what my strange addiction is. What do you think my strange
Okay,
addiction
I think your strange addiction is probably Monét is like obsessed with like Monét in these cups of ice. Monét will get an ice cold beverage from the depths of Antarctica that is a step away from being frozen, but she cannot drink it unless I need some ice. I just love ice. I love crunching on ice. So then Monét is this hood ass bitch from New York City with that clear cup of ice that you get sold 50 cents, which is high the fuck way robbery. Monét has a weird ice addiction.
It's not a weird addiction. I like ice. I like cold shit. You know when you get fucking shit in the UK and you get a fucking beverage, they literally get a shaving of ice and put it in your cup and be like, "It's cold." I'm like, no, that's not how fucking ice works, bitch.
Girl, the UK's all fucked up. They don't like nothing. They love stairs, tiny doors, no ice.
Doors on doors.
And the food is just, I'm gonna say it right now. And if you listen from the UK, y'all food nasty.
It's not nasty, but
it's nasty. I said it. It's nasty.
Have you ever had Sunday pudding or something like that? Kim took me. It's like a thing in the UK where on Sundays.
Yeah, I heard about it. I ain't go.
At all the bars, they do like Sunday.
I heard about it. I heard all about it.
Kim and I went. And Kim, you know, Kim is obsessed with food.
How could you tell?
Oh my God!
What, Monét? What are you saying?
Bob
what are you insinuating?
Where he said something shady and I'm the crazy one. Like, Monét, what?
Monét, I've never seen you like this. Monét, I think we are over an hour. We got to wrap it up at this point.
You don't tell me. Well, really quick. Last thing I want to talk about is your little only child thing.
Okay, so what about only child?
What y'all don't know, Bob, on the last episode of the podcast, he edited it all out. Bob got hot, girl. And I know Bob for a very long time, and I know when Bob is really irritated and he gets upset, but he tries to play it off and blah, 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 blah. I was
not trying to play it off. I was very irritated with you, but I edited it out because there, Monét, for almost, I will, if you guys light up our thing, maybe I'll post on Patreon only, part of us only, literally just arguing about the fucking thing. Monét, it was almost 3 minutes of unintelligible yelling. And I was like, the fans don't want this. So if you guys really want to see or hear me and Monét talking over each other, me, Monét, Jacob, and Nick all simultaneously talking about that, then yes, I'll include it. But what I did was I included just enough that the fans could see that we had a discussion about it.
Well, also because you invited 18 people to our podcast, so instead of the two of us, it's 19 people trying to talk. I'm like, Nick.
Monét's. I did not invite 18 people. I invited Nick over because Nick knew more about the Shane Dawson thing that we did. And then at one point Jacob was like, I have a question. So Monét will create a narrative where there were 19 people and and I was also mad at Monét because her and Mitch came over late and I was mad.
Bob, okay, first of all, you come to things late too.
Monét, that's not how life works. But he did it first.
Okay, but and also, let's say this, because what you're not gonna do is make some shit up. I told you I was filming at Bill that day, and I said, you were like, what time should we meet? And we already said 9:00. Then we pushed it. Then the day before, we're like, let's meet at 8:00 to meet with Mitch. And I was like, I'm gonna try, but I'm filming until about 7:30, so I'm gonna be late. So you knew that beforehand. So don't try. Okay,
I'm so glad you brought this up because it is 2019, and we always have a paper trail going everywhere. You cannot make up any things that are not facts. So let me just scroll back into our conversation so I can see exactly what was popping since you claiming up and down that you...
Black folk love adding levels. You swear up and down that you...
You read me left, right, up, and down. I'm coming from the back to the front. Monét said... Monét wrote me earlier and said, we're going to do it at 8:00. I said, okay. And then Monét later that day at 6:00 said, I'm almost home. I'll be at your house by 8:30. We did not agree. I never said, cool, got it. But what happened was
you knew I was filming, Bob.
But you said 8:00. You said 8:00, and you and Mitch both shimmied in
Well, because you
together skipping with Mitch with his coffee.
Because you said we needed to do it before the thing. I was like, okay, unlike you, I don't just say no. I try to accommodate people. I don't just say no to say no.
And then me, you, and Mitch took forever. And then you and me and Patty took forever. And then I was like, God damn, we got this to do this shit now. But anyway, long story short, we did it. I'm proud of us. We are releasing 2 episodes back to back. We're great. Don't be cacking. So anyway, my what I want to say is I still think we should do Only Child. My idea is we can even do them either individually or we can each do an Only Child and make it 1 episode, but we don't have to actually be together. It gives us an opportunity to create stuff when we're not together, which is so frequently. We've been really good about doing this. I cannot believe we've done this 2 weeks in a row. I'm shook.
Well, I believe in us. I don't know what you fucking with, but I believe in us. So
I believe in the past.
Oh God.
My mom must used to say, you can always believe in people to do what they've always done. All right. I love you very, very much.
I feel very strongly about you too, Bob.
All right, bitch. Bye.
What? No, don't say bitch bye like that. That's so rude.
I'm sorry. All right. What's up, bro?
Oh my God. Goodbye.